Angel Arts attacks, Angel Arts defends, Angel Arts specials, Angel Arts ultimates. Round 1 of 8, Spring. Team score 0, opponent score 0, Angel Arts versus me, bro. Before, come at me, bro. I like that. Come at me, bro. Love it. Well, yeah, I mean, I was going to do defense anyway, because I'm a friendly, so... Yeah, Angel Arts defends. So come at me, bro wants to come at me. Fine by me. I turtle up and defend against the attacks, keeping myself and my minions safe. Your defend beats their attack. You earned 150 points. Score, now 150 to 0. My turn, tally-ho! Seriously? One never turns down an opportunity for a perfectly timed tally-ho. Your dance partner is aggressive, so I'd hazard mine is conservative. Are they likely to aim for the seasonal bonus point? Wait, seasons? As the game progresses, we move through spring, summer, fall, and winter. There are point bonuses for different actions in different seasons. It's not much, but every point helps, and sometimes it makes opponents predictable if they crave those points. And the enemy in Loxley's lane is very predictable. In spring, he likes to attack. Summer, he defends. Fall, he uses specials. And what season's good for your, what's that called? Your ultimate? The ult's a bit different. Our team gets 1 ultimate per game. Loxley or I can use it, but once we use it, it's gone. But when we do use it, we win. Period. It trumps whatever your opponent was trying, and if we counter their ultimate with our own, well, that's practically a game over right there. So you have to choose when to use it. Right, and our opponents will be doing the same. I don't think they'll use their ultimate this early in the game, though. And I'd say he's most likely to attack this turn, so Loxley would be better off defending. Yeah, so Loxley... We each can choose what Loxley does. Loxley defends.
A fine attempt, but ultimately inadequate.
Your defend beats their attack, you earn 140 points. Score now 290 to 0. You get the idea now, right, Iris? Back and forth, Loxley and I fight these 2 other players, deciding our overall strategy as the year progresses. Okay, I think I get it. Focus on your fight, and let's see you win. Even if winning isn't everything, even if I need to be okay with losing, that doesn't mean I should try to lose. I'll give it all I have. I mean, I'm gonna try defending, because these guys love to defend. So, come at me, bro wants to come at me, fine by me. I turtle up and defend against the attacks, keeping myself and my minions safe. Yeah, I get 170 points. Your score is now 460 to 0. Is there any reason that I'm not gonna just keep defending? Oh, Spell, you both defend. It's a tie. You earn 60 points. They earn 30 points. Score now 520 to 30. Okay. So... I'm gonna do defend. Did the season change? I can't tell if the season changed. I'm just gonna defend. Yep, fine by me. You defend their attack. Score now 60 to 30. So let me see. I'm wondering if he'll cycle. So she did an attack and then a defend, and I think that means she'll now use a special. Yeah, because she did an attack, a defend, and special. Let's see. Loxley attacks.
I'll give you that round, friend.
Ooh.
But you shall not prevail.
She did a defend. Your opponent used their ultimate. They earn 130 points. Score now 1670 to 160. And now winter has come. Here's what we do. Okay, so it is the seasons. Okay. In winter, our best shot is to team up, combining our skill bonuses together. But they're going to be doing the same, so it may be harder to predict their moves. The end game is critical. We reached the end game then. What stratagems do you suggest, friend? Knowing these randos, first move. Well, anything goes, but Mr. By the Book tries to force special moves out on the very last turn, and they get reckless, less able to counterplay us. Now let's close this out. 7 of 8, winter. So they'll probably use specials, he says. So if he's trying to use special, that means we attack. I can punch ninjas all day. Unfortunately, Come At Me Bro has way too many of them and is defending hard against my attacks. Your attack loses to their defend, they earn 120 points. The score is now 670 to 280. Alright, it's 8 of 8, might as well do our unblockable. I mean, you know, it's our last round, so... Ultimate.
I am the ghost that haunts you by nightfall, and the monster that hunts you by daybreak.
You use your ultimate. You earn 130 points. Score now 800 to 280.
You win.
Victory. Your team score 800. Opponent score 280.
The day is ours. Could there have been any other outcome, truly?
Psst. Do you want to skip all FOD2 minigames in the future? This lets you decide whether you win or lose instead of having to actually play FOD2. I can decide whether I win or lose? I don't know if that's as much fun. I mean, I really like how the game gives you that option. That is really cool. I do like it when games like this give you the option. So you can play however you want. It's up to you. You decide how you want to enjoy FOD2. Do you want to skip minigames or play them? I'll play them. Why not? Okay, thanks. On with the show. With our admittedly pretty pathetic enemies crushed, the rest of Team GCF cheers for our victory. Feels good. It still feels good to win. I know Iris warned me about the dopamine hit of victory I'd become hooked on, but...
A fine adventure.
A fine victory to herald the coming of Angel Arts to our friendly neighborhood arcade. 3 cheers, all. Thanks, Loxy. I know I was a bit pushy about wanting to play FOD2 earlier, and pushy about the Pro Tour. I'm still, sorting some feelings about that one. But I'm glad I had a chance to play with you. Okay, who's up next? There's practically a Black Friday sale level of shoving to get into the front as they reach for those joysticks. For another hour, we partner up in various combos, fighting against online players, swapping tips, having a laugh, getting salty, a little bit of everything. Oh, ha ha, guard, turn, parry, dodge, spin, ha, thrust. That's right, Loxley, thrust. Settle down. Need help up here in my lane. Oh, my way, on my way, my fair. Don't call me that. On my way, Jinx. We win some, we lose some. Oh, bullsh. I hate that, the RNG crit damage in this game. A one-hit gank? Hey, it happens. I'll hurl myself into certain death to buy time while you respawn. And as proof Iris may be onto something, the losses don't feel quite as painful. Not this time. Not while fighting at their side. I wonder, do you think a Tomokaze aggro build could work? Buy some cheap items and storm them right out of the gate? Works well for the Queen Bee. And for the Queen Bee. There we go, there's that on the name drop. And the 4 Heavenly Kings. I've seen her run Tomokaze aggro all the time on streams. She's practically mastered it. If you're interested, you could pick up a few things by watching her. The atmosphere is completely different from grinding the ladder in my darkened bedroom, all by myself. We share in wins and losses. I've never been to an arcade before this day. Never really saw the point, but not when I could play from home. Waste of money on travel and tokens, too socially awkward, not worth the hassle, right? But despite being an arcade newbie, a keyboard warrior, they've accepted me into their fold, and playing alongside them is, well, it's something else entirely. I could get used to this. I really could. Still, the hour's growing late and I'm getting hungry again. Pizza twice in a single day only sounds fun. I wind up the curly spiral cord on my keyboard, ready to move out. Okay, it's been a blast, but I think I should be heading home. It's getting late. Departing so soon! 'Tis a shame, but no slight on your person. Your first day in a new situation can be overwhelming. I can see that. I know I wasn't very comfortable my first few times here at the arcade, but you grow into it. Promise. And we'll always welcome you back here, Angel Arts. It's a promise. Dinner and sleep for me, definitely. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. A smile parts my lips as I offer them a wave and turn to leave, only to find my path to the exit is blocked. Is it the rival team? 4 cocky-looking people stand, as if part of an ancient phalanx formation, giving the arcade a once-over. What's more, they're all wearing the trademark golden jerseys of Team P2W, the hottest Fist of Discomfort 2 team in the nation. I recognize them instantly. Who doesn't know the superstars of Team P2W? I don't, and I don't care. The team I originally wanted to join, that is, until this afternoon. The beefy one of the bunch, I think his handle is Blitz, looks around, clearly unimpressed with what he sees. Ugh, nice broom closet. Where's the arcade? A woman at his side, yep, that's Divine. I recognize her from her streams. Lets out a little snicker, and stage whispers to him in response. I think this is the arcade, Blitz. It's charming, I suppose. Quaint in a way, likely popular with the kiddies. A slightly unshaven teammate smirks while rolling his eyes. That'd be Coda, supposedly the brains of the team. Now, Divine, we're here to have fun and play nice. Let's not be all rude and stuff to the local yokels. But I ignore those three. Because one more who has my complete and undivided attention. Team Chill. We're here to say hello to Angel Arts' new team, so play nice. Oh, it's my other boo, Hunter. They're a bit riled up because we just absolutely crushed in an online tourney, so we wanted to come out and celebrate with you. You wanted to celebrate your win with me? Don't forget, we're also celebrating your acceptance onto this team too. Look at all of you. You're all so cute. How'd you know where I was? I haven't even had the chance to tell you. Did you forget that Penny Gals Go automatically checks you in wherever you go? You really have got to stop signing up for random websites without reading their TOS first. Normally, you're happy to see your friend Hunter, but your face is all scrunched up. What's the matter? I'm glad, really, but my eyes dart over to the rest of Hunter's team. They've all wandered off around the arcade, laughing and making rude gestures towards a small collection of games. Why'd you bring them? Oh, they're harmless. Hunter weighs it off like it's nothing. Sure, they talk a big game, but they're pretty chill. And from all over the arcade, I can see the other teams splitting up, looking to hassle my new friends. Certainly plenty of hassle to go around. Oh. Okay, so maybe they're a little overexcited. Let me see if I can do anything about this. We can catch up later. Yeah, I would like that. Hunter smiles, looking me in the eyes before turning around and leaving where I stand. Immediately, the tension in the arcade jacks up to a ridiculous degree. Clearly more than 3.6 Roentgens of an unstable nuclear situation. Not great, not terrible. Team P2W are quickly finding various ways to cause trouble, antagonizing my new friends, messing with the games. The easiest thing to do would be to avoid all this drama and stay on the sidelines. But that's not what friends do. Oh, he only considers them your friends. Even if I'm a relatively new friend, less than a day old, I should step in and help where I can. Angel Arts, let me help. How can a phone app help with playground bullies? I'm keeping my microphone input open and echolocating any trouble you may find around the place. Check out your map and pick a place to go. But I don't think you're going to be able to visit everyone before things boil over. It's alright, I'm just gonna prioritize the people that I like. Right, prioritize. Got it. What's happening right now? Oh, cool. Grace and Loxley are being hassled by an absolute unit from P2W. I think Grace and Loxley are probably my two top favorite characters, honestly. So this is actually perfect. I think my rival and I need some words about this mess. I think I'll do that too. Rhapsody, Zapper, and a P2W are having a loud argument about strategy. Jinx and Domino are dealing with someone from P2W hogging a racing game. Let me start with this one, and then I'll go right to my rival. On the far side of Good Clean Fun, Grace is demoing her indie RPG on that fancy homebrew handheld game console. Sort of. Wow, this game's easy as hell. Slice, dice, 200 XP? That old guy didn't even put up a fight.
What?
That's a shepherd, not a fighter at all. Blitz, please. Blitz, please. I want that to be the title of my video. Blitz, please. You're not supposed to be killing the villager NPCs. I don't see why not. They're packed with tons of XP. I've leveled up 3 times in 5 minutes cutting my way through this town. They have XP because they have levels in crafting skills, not because they're meant to be murdered. Don't know what to say. XP is XP, and they're good XP. Huh. Look at the blood spray. So much for the laundry you were carrying, lady. Gonna need to put a stain treatment on that blanket.
Oh no.
You killed the town weaver? She loved music and quilting and... So what's this game called again? Wandering Trial or something? Where's the big bad at the end? I want to skip to the end. Ha! Run, stupid villagers. I got an axe and you got heads, and I'm gonna use one on the other. Please don't. Just give me back my game. What was that? Speak up. Can't hear you over all these digital screams and stuff. Give it back, please, if you don't mind. You're playing it all wrong. Hey, come on, you'll never grow as a game designer without feedback. Don't you want me to test this thing? Not enough game devs really listen to the gamers, you know. They hide and ignore us or ban us from their forums. Or are you afraid of free speech? No, it's not that. I am... Okay, I guess. Puzzled as to how this even happened, I try to catch Grace's attention. As she mouths help me, my way briefly, unable to even raise her voice, so racked with nerves and anxiety. And I barely noticed Loxley sliding on up next to me. I have no idea how one manages to lurk in the shadows of a brightly lit pizzeria, but he's done it. Where's Ben and Matt?
Unacceptable.
That's such a ruffian should harass our fair grace like this. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Something must be done. Fortunately, he's talking quietly enough that the ruffian himself doesn't hear us. Plus, that little speaker is loudly squealing with the screams of the innocent. Can't we just get Ben and Matt to kick these P2W jokers out? That's what I was thinking. It's a private business establishment. Management reserves the right to refuse service, yada yada. Would that we could, but alas, they seem a bit distracted by more pressing and dire matters. Huh? What's more pressing than being, bullied? I look around for Ben and Matt, owners of this privately owned business establishment and resident authority figures. Oh, they're being hassled. Are they being hassled? Oh gosh, it must have been them. Who are way too busy dealing with a couple of washing machines spewing out rich, creamy soap all over the floor.
Well, I'd call this a mess, but it's sort of the elemental opposite of messy.
It's very cleany.
Maybe we could throw a foam party and call it a new selling point.
There you go. Spoken like a true business person. No, the task falls to us, I'm afraid. As her friends and allies, we are honor-bound. And I suggest this be executed in a subtle manner, lest mere tensions turn to full troubles.
A bold move.
I propose shenanigans. If you can distract this brute in a way that makes him drop the game, I would promptly retrieve it. You want him to drop Grace's custom homemade game console? I have faith in my agility. I can save it from impact with the floor, and this act would break his attention away from it. Albeit if you have a better stratagem in mind, I'm all ears, but we should act swiftly and decisively. What do you propose? I'm going to try talking him down. Grace would prefer a peaceful resolution. Okay, Loxley, it's time for shenanigans. I'll go high, you go low. Let's do this. Forget it, I'll just grab the game away from him. I prefer a direct approach. Nah, I'll go with Loxley's plan. It's time for shenanigans. I'll go high, you go low, and let's do this. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to deal with this guy head on. The idea of pulling some epic maneuver on him has a certain bent appeal. So, we run a distraction play? Indeed. I'll get in position. Do what you can to pull his attention away from the game and make him drop it.
Tally-ho!
Well, we'll outwit this fool with ease. Tally-ho! He really does remind me of Chris Hemsworth. Loxley blends back in with the crowd, tugging his hoodie up and over his distinctly sharp gaze, becoming a simple nobody. This is probably going to be a polarizing opinion. I'm warning you right now. It's probably a polarizing opinion. But between the Chris's, Chris Pine, or the four rather, Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Chris Pratt, gosh, goes to show, of those four, as polarizing this is, Chris Hemsworth is actually my least favorite. I think he's awesome, personality-wise. He's definitely proven to be charming and he's hilarious. But again, probably a very unpopular opinion, Chris Hemsworth is the least my type physically. The least my type physically. He's a little too big, too beefy for me, at least in his Thor days. And I'm not really into that, so I know a lot of people are like, well, more for me, perfectly happy. But I feel like physically, the one that's most my type is Chris Evans. He is most my type, Chris Evans, mostly. And then, but my second favorite is probably Chris Pratt. The guy that I forgot his name is my second favorite, Chris Pratt. At least he wasn't my first favorite. Mostly because of, not just physically, but personality-wise and sense of humor-wise. I feel like of the four of them, Chris Pratt and I would probably get along. Actually in real life, get along the most. But anyway, sorry about that non sequitur. Just wanted to mention that. That being said, the fact that Loxley does remind me a lot about Chris Hemsworth is not a turnoff at all. If he looked like Chris Evans, though, it's just that would be just icing on the cake. Just icing on the cake. Loxley blends back into the crowd, tugging his hoodie up and over his distinctively sharp gaze, becoming a simple nobody, leaving me to engage with this lunk in some manner that'll tank aggro from him. Let's see. What would work without causing too much chaos? Well, we're in the middle of a tightly arranged restaurant full of tables and chairs and condiments and such, aren't we? Trip and smack a pizza slice right on his back, accidentally spill a soda on his pants, stumble forward pulling him by the arm. I'm spilling some soda. I'm feeling the divine urge to make it look like his dude peed his pants. It's one of the classic pranks. Importantly, if I aim low, I won't risk getting Grace's game wet. It's not just a prank, it's a strategy. Fetching a lemon-lime bubbly drink from the soda fountain, I lined myself up and started walking his way. Whoopsie doodle! What the? And there we go. Several fluid ounces of syrupy soda water dumped right on this guy's pants, causing him to drop the game. Just as Loxley slips in nice and low, a vague green blur as his hand snakes out to grab the game just inches above the ground. That's my man. And he's out again, before the P2W player even notices what happened. He's too busy looking like he wants to tear me in half anyway. Hey, watch where you're effing going. Sorry, my mistake. Are you okay? He angrily wipes at his clothes before grabbing a fistful of napkins from a dispenser nearby. You know, conveniently, there's a laundromat just over. I know where it is, thank you. I swear, if you wrecked my effing clothes. And he stomps off, having completely lost interest in Grace's game. Thankfully, not taking an interest in cold-blooded murder either.
Oh no.
High five. Oh geez, that was... Worry not, Lady Grace, your allies shall always be here in your time of need. That was dangerous, and you could have started a fight. You didn't have to do that, you really shouldn't have done that. But at least my game is safe. Oh, what a mess. I'll have to go restore the database to bring all my friends back. I trusted Loxley in this one. It wasn't a terrible plan, I don't think. It worked. Excuse me, I've got work to do. Thank you.
Most unfortunate.
It seems our swashbuckling antics have not pleased our fair maiden. Nevertheless, I am quite impressed with your skill, young Angel Arts. You acted with decisive swiftness to rescue her hard work.
Marvelous.
Should we be forced to draw blades against a foe in the future, I shall feel a great comfort knowing I fight alongside you. Me too, Loxley. Me too. Okay, can we drop that Robin Hood act for a bit? It's getting far too silly. Actually, I find it very, very endearing. Comrades in arms shall we be then, like the two musketeers. I'm wondering why didn't you confront him directly yourself? Why did we need the ruse? No, comrades in arms shall we be then, like the two musketeers. Together, no matter what this foul world throws at us, swords drawn, muskets at the ready, for king and country. All for one, and one for all. Forsooth, whatever foe shall stand shall on this day fall, for we have a bond which burns eternal and o'er the light of... Okay, that's laying it on a bit thick, even by my standards. But regardless, I appreciate the effort. Life's no fun if you aren't living it to the fullest, and for me, that's a hearty, chivalrous attitude. Well, our work here is finished. Shall we hark and away? We shall hark and away. Shall we hark and away before that uncouth fellow comes back, seeking vendetta? Let's get out of here before he comes back and kicks the ugh out of us. Yes, that. Yep, definitely a good idea to make ourselves scarce in this area. Okay, where am I going next? Let's go talk to my rival. Amidst all the surrounding so much for staying clear of this area. I'm still in the pizza joint. Amidst all the surrounding chaos, I somehow managed to find Hunter, which is great because this is all his fault. Hunter apparently enjoying a nice sit down, is actively ignoring the pandemonium. I approach. What's the deal, Hunter? Like, seriously? Hunter looks at me pleadingly, his frown all too telling that he's not thrilled about the situation either. My hands are tied, Angel Arts. I honestly didn't expect this. You know, I wouldn't purposely put you or your friends in this position. So then do something about it, make them stop. It's not as simple as that. Yes, it is. You just walk over there and say, hey, dirtbags, stop being dirtbags, and they stop. I clap my hands together, a job done, which makes Hunter chuckle under his breath. I wish it were that easy, but there's one of me and three of them. Don't forget me, I got your back. Still, 2 against 3 is hardly a fair fight. Okay, so I get Loxley and then it's 3 on 3. Let's bust some A. Okay, so I get Loxley and then it's 3 on 3. Let's bust some A. I like that. As much as I'd like to go all vigilante justice, that's my team. Reluctantly, Hunter lets the smile fade from his lips. I just can't. We train together, they teach me things, and already I've seen an improvement in my game. We live together. Wow, you live together? Seriously? I can't risk causing a great divide in the house, not when everything else is fine. I mean, I get it, I understand that. I'm sorry. What if it had been me? What if I was put into a house with people who are trash humans but nice to me? While I might not agree with you, I can understand your feelings. I'm not buying it. You can do something about it. I get it. It's not an easy position to be in. While I might not agree with you, I can understand your feelings. If it were me, I'd be standing up to them. But not everyone is in a position to stand up. So I get it. I sigh, frustrated by the situation. This stinks. It really stinks. I know. Honestly, I'm just doing what I can, which I know isn't much, but it's what I have to do to be a part of this team. I think about all the things I've learned about P2W recently and about all the things I already knew. I guess as long as you're happy being with them. There's an uncomfortably long pause. Hunter looks out past me, past everything, crestfallen. I can tell Hunter is struggling with a response, which is completely abnormal for him. I would have expected some sort of sassy quip at this point. You are happy, right? Yes, I am. How could I not be? We're headed right to the top. We'll be in the championship before you can even blink, Angel Arts. It's what I've always dreamed of. It's what we've always dreamed of. You remember our promise, right? A dust of pink covers Hunter's cheeks, and I can't help but feel my own cheeks mirror the sentiment. Of course, how could I forget? Look at them mirroring each other. You're meeting me in the finals, no matter what. I thought it was just a silly notion, a joke among many others. I didn't realize Hunter had taken it this seriously. Good, because I won't lose to you. Me neither. Ha, I've seen your group. You're gonna have to train real hard to take me out. As I'm formulating a really clever remark, I hear a crash in the distance. Hunter looks at me confused. That doesn't sound good. Not one bit. Well, finish this later. Hunter simply nods as I rush off. Okay, where am I going next? Okay, so whichever group I don't go to is probably not going to... Whichever group I don't go to is... Yeah, I can see the timer. I only have time for 3 things. So, I'm a big fan of Jinx. Domino creeps me out, but I do like Jinx a lot, so I'm gonna go to this one. Not that I have that much against Rhapsody and Zapper, but this group I'm gonna go to. Plus, I want to give Domino another shake, another chance. Over on the far side of the arcade, I spot Jinx loitering near her beloved Fast Cars 7 game, shifting from foot to foot, legs clearly getting tired quickly. As for why she isn't comfortably seated behind the wheel and blasting around corners at unsafe speeds, well, one of the Team P2W players is sitting in her seat, lazily cruising through the turns with one perfectly manicured hand on the wheel. In fact, when I walk up to chat with Jinx, the P2Wers is the one to actually greet me first. Sorry, no autographs right now. I'm totally killing it at this game. I was not planning on asking for one, no. Aw, great, I appreciate that, you know. So many of my adoring fans just won't give me any space or privacy. It's always, oh, I love your streams, Divine, or can I have a hug, Divine, or will you sign my leg, Divine? Ugh, people can be gross. Nobody here wants their leg autographed. Look, I scheduled an online game with a friend coming up soon, so you wanna wrap up your race so I get a turn? Aw, sorry, arcade rules, honey. Winner stays on, so I am winning.
Come on.
Only because I modded the game to have a weak AI, so I can focus on improving my time trials. And you're in my seat. Don't see your name on it, honey. Perfectly good seat right next to this one too, see? Play on that one. You're in the only one with hand controls. I literally can't use the other. Yeah, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Oh, you want me to make you a problem, Divine? Not my fault you're defective. Ooh, alright, that's it. Uh-oh, Jinx's eyelids just started twitching, and I think she's biting her lip hard enough to draw blood. Look, be a darling and fetch me some water or something, okay? I'll be here for some time. Alright, you know what, sweetheart? Jinx's grip on her walking cane tightens to the point where I swear I can hear bones creak, but oddly she backs down.
Damn.
Where's Domino? I dropped a whisper, low enough to not be heard over the digital revs of a digital car engine. Can't you just kick her off? It's your game. You've got priority.
Well, this sucks.
Want to, believe me, but that's not the way arcades work. Winner stays on, others quarter up and wait. Besides, Ben and Matt own the game, not me. And they're busy fighting the washing machines. Okay. I could beat her. I nearly jump when the wallflower makes his presence felt.